So, customer bought this vehicle, very nice Ford Escape. It's a 2011 with very little kilometers. They got it for a great deal, but I'm gonna show you why it's really important for you to get it checked out at a pre-purchase inspection. Definitely not the customer's fault, because a lot of people don't know that mechanics will offer a pre-purchase inspection. But if you look in here, I will show you now. First of all, first sign someone might be trying to cover something up when you are buying a vehicle is undercoating. Of course, in Canada, everybody wants to undercoat, so it's not saying definitely buy sure, that's why they're covering it up or anything like that. But when it's undercoated, you can't really tell what's rusted, right? And it will not pass a safety. If you buy a vehicle that's as is, it won't pass a safety if you find any of these holes in your rockers, over rusting. Also, if you look at this subframe, it's really hard to see. Do you have your light there? Those little hairs.
All up in this area here, that's all. You can see this is little hairs of fiberglass.
And meaning?
Somebody's tried to patch a hole, which they've hidden with this black undercoating, and they've patched it with fiberglass. That's not an industry standard, and it does not pass the safety. It's not structural enough, because this is a structural component of the vehicle. You can even see up here where it's still really rusty, and they weren't able to access the area.
Yeah. Once again, this is not the customer's fault. But as we drove the vehicle, we noticed that the brakes were a little bit, like you could push to the ground, right? And so he thought that that was one thing that he would need to get done for the safety, which is, you know, a good, maybe $400 to $700, depending on what type of brakes you choose. But you see here, I'm not sure if you can really see in there, these brakes are so rusted that they need to be replaced. And the fronts only have about 1 millimeter left. Sorry, we already put the wheels back on, but there's only 1 millimeter left of the pads. This is how we measure the brake pads, and if you can see, the lowest we have is 2 millimeters, and the brakes are at 1, so they're definitely going past safety. You need a safety in order to be able to certify your vehicle. So this vehicle would not be able to get on the road because of this damage. There's also one more area where we found a hole. There's a hole right there, and you can't have any holes. Your rocker panel, it's a structure of the car. Also a hole that we found in the frame. An estimate, $4 to $5 grand to fix all of this damage. They got this vehicle, $4,000. It's a great vehicle. If those things weren't there, it's a steal. It's definitely a steal.